Welcome everyone to Cambridge High School. Today we graduate. Today we venture off onto different paths of life, whether it be going to college, joining the military, or entering the workforce. Always know that whatever path you find yourself on, you will have people around you, and God is always there to guide us through. Could you please remove your hats as we bow our heads in prayer? Dear God, today we join with heaven as we celebrate and give thanks for every student here. Thank you that each one of us is unique and brimming with potential. Thank you for leading us in our learning, for keeping us safe as we studied, and for watching over us in our final year. I pray that we all feel proud this day and enjoy sharing our achievements with family and friends. May today be a memory that burns bright within everyone here as we embark on each of our paths in life. Amen.
Class of 2021, Cambridge faculty, staff, and families, it is a privilege to speak to you all this afternoon. From the moment we stepped into kindergarten, we have worked towards this one day, graduation. Graduation symbolizes the end of an era of our lives and the closing of one chapter and the beginning of a new one in our own book of life. Today is a day for us to reflect upon the past and use our experiences to help guide our future. Our journey through the last 13 years, the teachers, staff, friendships, traditions, PB&J lunches, rolly scooters in PE, hallway conversations with Mr. Akers, and ice packs from Nurse Cheryl have made us who we are today. So let's rewind back, all to where it first began, our first day of kindergarten, our first big steps into our journey. Now, I sure don't remember my first day of kindergarten, but after seeing all the pictures my parents and grandparents have, it put me right back into Miss Van Hefty and Miss Hutchinson's room. Life was so much simpler when the worst thing you had to worry about was going from a green to a yellow dot. Our experiences at Cambridge Elementary School were centered around traditions, one being the unforgettable experience of making applesauce for Johnny Appleseed Day with Miss Reed and Miss Akers and the annual First Thanksgiving feast. Not only did we get to celebrate these traditions with snacking and our classmates, but they were made so fun by our teachers and parents, most of us forgot we were actually learning something in the process. Who could forget second grade and Mr. Hammerling's classfish Swimmy, who had the best seat in the room in his Garfield bowl? And everyone's favorite day, St. Patrick's Day, where leprechauns visited and did their best to avoid the traps we carefully designed while making the room a mess. When Mr. H had our hearts content with Garfield and frog facts, we were sent to third grade with Miss Cantwell and Miss Johnson. Third grade, now that was a tough one. Our first run-in with real homework. That was a bit of an adjustment, but the lessons Miss Cantwell and Miss Johnson taught us and helped prepare us for fourth grade. Now, if there were two classrooms that I could still picture in my head today, it would definitely be Miss Vincent and Mr. Coffey's rooms. One full of fun bee decorations and positivity, while the other was chock full of a jungle experience with animals and Lord of the Rings. When Miss Vincent's kindness and Mr. Coffey's fun had shown us the importance of being positive and finding the fun in each day, we were once again moved onto a new level. Miss Swanson proved to be the light of our lives that every fifth grader needs. Literally, I think she has more lights in that room than students. The teamwork values I learned from the Legos in that room are values I can still remember to this day. She taught each of her students the importance of being unique in your own way and to embrace the differences in life. Then we entered our last year as a grade school kid, welcomed by Mr. B and Miss Tabor. Both these teachers were known for their lessons on independence and fun in the classroom. They set an example for what to expect in middle school and prepared us to take the leap from school life, not revolving around recess, lunch, and field trips, learning new responsibilities and finding our way with the help of teachers and staff as we all grew up the past 7 years, prepared us to take the leap into the next building. If I could sum up our junior high experience with 3 words, it would be encouragement, enjoyment, and expectations. Ms. Humphrey was always there to encourage us to reach new heights and to be our best. The enjoyment of being in Ms. Letterly's class showed me that not all teachers are strictly business, and there is no way we would have been prepared for high school without the high expectations of Ms. Lewis and Ms. Bennett. Perhaps the most memorable and biggest challenge of all, the lockers. Good thing for Mary's unrivaled patience with us when we'd forget our combinations. As we got older and more established and mastered our locker combinations, we soon had other things to look forward to, such as our first dance in junior high and becoming a part of the student council led by Ms. Letterly. This was our first taste of what high school would be like and the opportunities that came with it. Ms. Bennett, Ms. Lewis, Ms. Humphrey, and Ms. Letterly were the stepping stones for what would prepare us for these last 4 years of our journey in the Cambridge 227 family. Since that day, my classmates and I have been part of the Cambridge 227 family, and we have spent the last 13 years together. In the last 13 years, we have all experienced many more milestones and amazing Cambridge traditions. As big of an impact as what we learned had on us, it compares nothing to the teachers and staff who made us who we are today. Now, 13 years later, the impact of these traditions and faculty we experienced have stayed with all of us, and made us all smile as we have sometimes laughed at how much we have grown from those grade school days.
$6,832,800 minutes. That's how long 13 years is. From kindergarten until now, there have been approximately 6,832,800 minutes. And all of them belong to the past. An untold number of minutes belong to all of us in our lifetime. No one can exactly estimate how long we'll live or how much time we have left. However, for me and my fellow graduates, we can assume that most of our minutes belong to the future. Not right now. Not in our present. But what is the present? Well, the concept can be hard to define. Eternalism, one of the main philosophies of time, states that the past, present, and future are linear, with the past being definite and the future unknown. As the future becomes the present, and the present becomes the past, so on as time moves forward. But still, some teach that the present is the only time. Presentism is a theory in philosophy that says the only events and objects which exist are those that are here in the present. You can't redo the past, and you can't yet reach the future. Only the present is where you truly exist. However, what both of these theories have in common is their definition of the present. To put it simply, the present is this exact moment in time. That's the definition. Not today, not tomorrow, just now. No matter what philosophy you choose or how you understand it, the present is always one thing: real. It is current and valuable and easily wasted. It is not this minute, but this very second. Today belongs to the present. Not the past, not the future, but the present, this exact moment in time. So what to do with it? Well, the first answer to that question is fairly well known. Cherish it. Live in the moment. We'll never be this age again. However, I believe we should expand on that. We'll never be this age again, that's true, but maybe that's a good thing. Live in the moment, yes, but the moment is not always good, or comfortable, or even something we want to live in. The present is not always friendly, but it is always changing. always going on. Life continues, and the present moves us somewhere else. As the poet Robert Frost once put it, in 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. So cherish the present, good and bad, because eventually it moves on. There is another thing that we can do with the present. Remember it. As I said before, the present is an ever-changing thing. One moment is replaced by another constantly. 13 years ago, our present was the kindergarten classroom. And now here we are. So take pictures, make videos, sign cards, buy souvenirs. Remember now in this exact moment. Because sooner than you think, it's gone. These experiences come and go so quickly that sometimes we forget that the future is coming. We forget to document, to show people what we did with the time we were given. So remember the present, because it will soon become the past. So is that all the present is? A standalone moment, a state of being. And is all we can do with it either try to remember it, or to cherish it? No. Out of any time, the present is the most active. Our actions exist in the past, that's true, but we make them in the present. Through having the courage to make decisions and judgments and choices, we create the future. One of the most important things we can do with the present is to take action. The phrase carpe diem comes to mind when discussing time, and I think for good reason. Carpe diem, seize the day. Seizing today affects not only our present, but our past and future as well. We know life has difficulties that affect any of us at any time. But using this present to challenge those problems and learning how to grow from our experiences is one of the best ways we can affect the world around us. I would like to end this speech with a congratulations. Congratulations for getting here, for staying here, for existing here today in this present. We have all worked so hard for 6,832,800 minutes just to be here, hoping for all those minutes to one day see us complete high school and to continue on with our lives past this moment. So congratulations on today. Remember to cherish it, remember to remember it, and maybe most importantly, remember to take some action today. Take action so that when this present becomes the past and the future is upon us, we'll know that every minute of this day was seized to its greatest potential. Thank you all, and carpe diem.
Hard to follow up 2 great speeches like that, but I'll give it my best. Good afternoon, class of 2021, our faculty, family, and friends. I would first like to thank our families for their constant support and the love that they have shown us for the past 18 years. Without you, there would be no us. You deserve our gratitude for always knowing that we can make it to this point in our lives, even when we may have doubted that. Secondly, I would like to express our thanks to the Cambridge teachers and staff. We truly have had the best of the leading and teaching for the past 13 years. We are grateful for each of you. So the task I have been given today seemed like a daunting one at first, to present you with a speech about the future. Being such a broad topic, one would think it would be quite simple to come up with something. However, finding meaningful words was quite the struggle. After thinking about this for some time, I realized that my goal for this speech is to motivate both you all and me to live our lives to the fullest one day at a time, and not to worry about what the future holds. I realize this is much easier said than done. But as I and my fellow classmates can tell you, nothing in life is a guarantee. From losing our freedoms in the way of life because of COVID, to losing a friend who we loved like a brother, today is the only day that we know we have, and we must live it to the fullest. I'd like to begin by sharing my favorite story from school. To be very clear here, the way I remember this story is much different from others, but the overall memory is quite the same. Way back in Miss Bennett's 7th grade science class, she posed the topic at hand, which was the different ways of transportation. She asked us to share examples of transportation. Of course, being the bright students we all were, we raised our hands and said a car, a truck, a plane. However, from the back of the classroom, my dear friend Peyton raised his hand shyly, and living in the great desert lands of Illinois, Peyton decides to say a camel. All of us turned around, looked at him and confused and shocked for a second, but honestly, his answer wasn't wrong. Riding a camel is a way of transportation, just not here in Illinois where there's no deserts. Now, you all may be wondering, what do camels and transportation have to do with the future? Well, it's like this. If you want to succeed in life, you must keep moving forward. That requires a mode of transportation, and that is going to look differently for each of us. For some of us, it may be going directly into the workforce. For others of us, it requires schooling. And for others, like Tatum, it's serving our country. Regardless of our transportation, we are all on a journey. None of our journeys are the same, but for each of us, we have been given something great to offer the world that no one else can. As I wrote this speech, Ryder continued to come to my mind. It has been nearly 2 years since he left this earth for the heavenly one, and yet he's still having an impact on all of us. Although it's hard to find the good in death of someone so close and loved, we must look at the amazing, lasting impact he had on all our lives and the others around us. He painted a very clear picture of how we should live our lives. He embraced today, the here and now. He made the most of every moment. He did not live in the past mistakes, but kept getting up and learning from them. He did not live in worry, but instead set high goals for himself and did everything within his power to obtain them. His mode of transportation, like we all know, was a dirt bike, and with it, he set big goals, dreamt big dreams, and was on his way to accomplish them. This is an example of a life well lived. He did not know when his last day on earth was, and we do not know ours either, but he did embrace each and every moment. With that being said, I encourage us all to do the same, to live one day at a time, not worrying about what the future holds, and living each day to the fullest, doing what we love. The Bible states this best in Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough troubles of its own. Although life seems like it could go on forever, it won't. None of us know when our last day on this earth will be. I would like to think that we'll all grow older and be able to see our children, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren grow. But there are no guarantees of this. So in the meantime, I encourage us all to never waste a day. Each day is a gift from God that we have been given to make a difference and do something great. We have been placed here to help others, to encourage others, to be strong where others are weak. We are here for a purpose and a calling. We need those far-reaching goals, but we must not forget the living of the here and now. We must remember to live out today to the fullest. So class of 2021, I encourage you to set your goals and chase your dreams. Decide what transportation will take you there in the best and get on it. We have a future that awaits us, and that future begins with today. Make those big dreams for yourself and work each and every day to achieve them without fear. Go out and make the difference in the world instead of waiting for the world to become a better place for you. In a world that often seems to be falling apart around us, we must be the change. Although this task may seem impossible in a time such as this, it is achieved by each and every one of us living our lives to the fullest and with meaning and purpose and a higher calling beginning today. If you do this, class of 2021, you will have a future that is perfect for you, that is built one day at a time, even if it means traveling on a camel to get there. Thank you, and God bless.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I told some of the graduates that the good news was my speech is only 4 pages long. It's size 6 font. So if you have a Snickers bar, now is the time. I would like to welcome you all to the 2021 Cambridge High School graduation ceremony. It is truly a special day for all of us, a day that I hope that you all enjoy and remember for a very long time. I would like to offer my congratulations to all of the families and friends, both watching and in attendance. You've played a major part in your graduate's journey, and for that contribution, I thank you, I congratulate you all. My congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations and well done. You may not fully appreciate it, but the memories and tools that you've learned in the last 12 or 13 years will stay with you forever. The Grateful Dead, a traveling band from long before you were born, released a greatest hits album. It was entitled, "What a Long, Strange Trip It's Been." I think it's safe to say that all of you, well, all of us, have been on quite the long and strange trip over the last 16 months. To understand this long, strange trip that we've been on, I would like to reflect on previous graduations and the lessons which were taught to graduates who were sitting where you currently are. If you were a graduate in 1918, you were at the end of the First World War, a war which had introduced its participants to such a horrific reality that it was called the War to End All Wars. You were also on the eve of the first global pandemic, the Spanish flu, an epidemic which killed an estimated 50 million people worldwide. For sake of comparison, 3.1 million deaths worldwide have been attributed to our current pandemic. A graduation speaker in 1918 may have spoken very much about the word fortitude to their graduating class, encouraging them to stand strong in the face of not one, but 2 major worldwide cataclysmic events. A speaker to the graduating class of 1944 would have spoken about how those students had survived the Great Depression, the greatest economic crisis in history. They would have spoken encouraging words to the 18-year-olds going into the military, likely to Germany or to Japan, to fight in the next war to end all wars. They would have spoken about the word purpose. You see, graduates, your great-grandparents took up a very heavy mantle to challenge the greatest evil this world has ever known. And they would come home to build this country up from the Great Depression into the greatest country in the world, all with a sense of purpose. The class of 1965 would have listened to a speaker talk about Vietnam. They would have applauded the bravery of those young men who very well may have been going to a war in which the average age of the participant being just over 19 years old. They may have been encouraging the graduating class to challenge the authority of those in charge of sending those young men to war. Those graduates, your grandparents possibly, did one of those 2 things. Some did both. Those graduates were raised to question the world around them and to ask the question, why have we always done it this way? Finally, graduating class of 2002. They were in the hallways on that day in Cambridge High School on Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. The images were not part of a history class. They were part of the news and reality of the day. Those graduates spent their senior year wondering what was going to happen next and if it could happen to them. They may have heard stories about the messages left on people's answering machines or early cell phones. They would have seen people in what was known as one of the most unfriendly cities in the world come together, united as a nation. They would have learned about the word connection. And that, my friends, is the end of the history lesson. Now, what do we learn from it? Graduates of 2021, you have been faced with these challenges from these past 16 months. You've had school redefined into something we never could have imagined. You've had events canceled, seasons delayed, and your temperature taken more times than you would ever like to have ever taken again. But as I have shown you, you're not alone. So what makes you more special than a senior in 1918, in 1944, 1965, or 2002? I hate to say it, but not much. Except possibly the fact that you have those examples to learn from. You see, class of 2021, you've shown the same fortitude that those students in 1918 did. You overcame the isolation and the confusion that began during this pandemic. Some of you heroically worked to support your families, or you worked to take care of your younger siblings to make sure that they were fed and continued with their education before yours. You powered through frustration and disappointments to forge ahead. Fortitude. Graduates, I hope you move ahead with a sense of purpose. After leaving this gymnasium today, I have faith in you that you will go out into the world seeing it not as it is, but as it could be, and then do something about it. Graduates, find your thing. Whether it's repairing engines, helping people, growing crops, creating amazing art and music, staying home to raise your children, or inventing your own job, find it and put all your energy into it. Let it be your passion and your motivation every day. And if you find that it isn't, reinvent yourself. Don't ever have to go to work. Get to go to work. I hope you will continue to question those of us who are in authority. Question everything. Seek to understand things, not from what you see and hear on television or social media, but through research, discussion, and healthy debate. Do not accept the old adage that this is just the way we have always done things around here. Ask questions, challenge things. Finally, don't forget the connection you have to Cambridge. Many of you might be thinking you can't wait to get away from here fast enough. But please remember, you're always welcome to come back. You will always have a place in Cambridge if you want it. Learn from the class of 2002 that it is important to stay connected to your family and friends, and they are more important than you ever know, because like that fateful day in 2001, you may never know if it is the last time you will see them. I will be 54 years old this November, and I still call my mother every Sunday around 2 o'clock. But thankfully, she's here today, so I can just say, "Hi, Mom, I hope you're doing well. I've got some stuff going on today, but I do love you." Parents, I join you today with a little reflection on the past few years. You have a few tears of sadness combined with, I hope, a lot of tears of joy. We are a community here in Cambridge, a family, and I celebrate your children's successes alongside of you. And I thank you for sharing your children with us for the last 13 years, and I truly wish you all well. At this time, I would like to thank and recognize the school board members who are here today, but more importantly, I would like to thank the teachers and the staff who have worked with your child throughout the years, especially this year. We've all done our best to raise them to their potential, and we cannot wait to see what they will do in the world. These past 16 months have forced our teachers to repeatedly reinvent themselves and to learn things and to do the best they can to keep teaching our children. There have been tears of joy, tears of frustration, and tears of sadness shed by each and every one of those teachers. They've gone so far above and beyond that with and for the children of this district that I could not be more proud. Thank you, teachers who are in attendance or watching today. I would also like to recognize two special people who have been pillars of the Cambridge School District. Wanda Stahl and Shelley Capps are retiring after this year after a combined over 70 years at Cambridge Elementary. Wanda and Shelley, congratulations and Godspeed on your journey. One final thing. There are 4 gift cards taped under random chairs of the graduates. It is a gift from me to you. Please check the bottom of your chair at this time. Now, for those, I have to say, Evan Akers is my witness. For yesterday we came in here and randomly taped them to the bottom, so I had no idea. But it is the first Akers child to ever get a gift card, so house gets half, if I understand correctly. Congratulations, class of 2021. You've done well, and we are proud of you. Now go out and do something with it. And for goodness sakes, please call your mother every Sunday. Call her, not a text, but please call her. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to have a special military recognition. Tatum Miller has enlisted in the Illinois National Guard. David Van Houten. DJ is the son of Melantha and David Van Houten. He plans to attend a trade school. Isabella Hope Tucker. Bella is the daughter of Chris and Steve Wheelock and Carl Tucker. She plans to attend Blackhawk College. Braden Starberg. Braden is the son of Bridget Hengstrom and David Shreves. He plans to attend a trade school. Colton Howard Stahl. Colton is the son of Naomi and Lonnie Stahl. He plans to attend a trade school at the Quad City Electrical Training Center. Sebastian Michael Sharp. Sebastian is the son of Marianne and Patrick Sharp. He plans to attend Blackhawk College. Logan Paul Segura. Logan is the son of Teresa and Aaron Favory and the late Joe Segura. He plans to attend a trade school. Taylor Marie Saul. Taylor is the daughter of Elizabeth Lambert and Zach Saw. She plans on working in her community. Bailey K. Palmer. Bailey is the daughter of Carrie and Brad Palmer. She plans to attend Blackhawk College. Jordan Avery Merzen. Jordan is the daughter of Angela and Michael Walker and Tiffany and Ken Merzen. She plans to attend Blackhawk College. Tatum Lee Miller. Tatum is the daughter of Starla and Travis Francine and Amy and Justin Miller. She is in the Illinois National Guard and plans to attend Blackhawk College. Kylie Faith Martin. Kylie is the daughter of Carla and Chris Rock and the late Keith Martin. She plans to attend Blackhawk College. Kaylee Grace Martin. Kaylee is the daughter of Carla and Chris Rock and the late Keith Martin. She plans to attend Blackhawk College. Jarrett Lunn. Jarrett is the son of Denise and Scott Lunn. He plans to attend Blackhawk College. Kendall Page Lewis. Kendall is the daughter of Dawn and Mike Lewis. She plans to attend Monmouth College. Nicholas Eugene Jansen. Nick is the son of Katie and Scott Jansen. He plans to attend Carl Sandburg College. Callista Jacobs. Callista is the daughter of Courtney Abels and Dwayne Mathis. She plans to attend Blackhawk College. Kaylin Marie Grant. Kaylin is the daughter of Bev and Ken Grant. She plans to attend Eastern Gateway Community College. Soraya Angela De Leon Harold. Soraya is the daughter of Sarah and Phil Harold. She plans to attend Franklin College. Theron DeBacher. Theron is the son of Katie Browning and Eric DeBacher. He plans to attend St. Ambrose University. Adeline Dean. Addie is the daughter of Melanie and Jesse Dean. She plans to attend Blackhawk College. Peyton Michael Couture. Peyton is the son of Nicole and Nick Couture. He plans to attend Blackhawk College. Brant Anthony Castile. Brant is the son of Angela and Derek Castile. He plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Lauren Marie Anderson. Lauren is the daughter of Angela and Terry Anderson. She plans to attend Monmouth College. Victor August Snook. Victor, the son of Candy and Wade Snook. He plans to attend Western Illinois University. Olivia Jo Akers. Olivia is the daughter of Kelly and Tom Akers. She plans to attend Oklahoma City University. Annie Johnson. Annie is the daughter of Amanda and Justin Johnson. She plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. Brendan Allen. Brendan is the son of Chris and Earl Allen. He plans to attend Sauk Valley Community College. We have one graduate who is unable to be here tonight, Cash Shanowski. Cash is the son of Sarah Shanowski and Troy Shanowski. He plans to join the workforce. It is my honor to present to you the class of 2021.